Welcome! Welcome to Higher to Ministry. Today, I'm not preaching today. I have a guest. She doesn't need no introduction. I'll bring up my wife, Celina Contreras.
Hello, everyone. Today I will be the one ministering on a Christian marriage. A Christian marriage is a sacred, lifelong covenant designed by God to reflect Christ's sacrificial love for the church, not merely a contract based on feelings rooted in openness, as it said in Genesis 2:24. It says that this is why a man leaves his father and his mother and is united to his wife, and they become one flesh. It thrives, rooted in oneness. It thrives when spouses prioritize spiritual unity, purity, and selfless service, with husbands loving wives sacrificially and wives respecting their husbands. Marriage is not sacred. Marriage is a sacred covenant, not just a contract. Marriage is designed by God to be permanent, binding, and indissoluble. It is a promise to stay together through all of life's seasons, relying on God's grace and fleeting emotions, reflecting Christ's love. According to Ephesians 5, a Christian marriage is a living picture of the gospel. Husbands are called to love their wives with the same sacrificial, sanctifying love that Christ showed the church, while wives are called to honor and support their partnership, as stated in Ephesians 5:25 and through 27. Let me find that. So it says, husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her, to make her holy, cleansing her by washing with water through the word, and to present her to himself as a radiant church without a stain or a wrinkle or any blemish, holy and blameless. A marriage in Christ is also openness and unity. God joins a husband and a wife together unto one flesh. This requires leaving other lesser loyalties to prioritize the marriage, building a home that acts as a secure, peaceful, fruitful garden rather than a battlefield, as stated in Mark 10:8 through 9. Let me read that. It says, and the two will become one flesh, so they are no longer two, but one flesh. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no one separate. A Christian marriage is also the daily choice of love. Love is not merely a feeling, it's an action that requires daily choosing to put the other person's needs ahead of your own, mirroring the humility of Jesus, as stated in Ephesians 5:28 through 30. Let me also find that one. Just give me a second. It says here, in the same way, husbands ought to love their wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself. After all, no one has ever hated their own body, but they feed and care for their body as Christ does the church. For we are members of his body. In conclusion, it's a very short message. In conclusion, a marriage is a high calling that flourishes when partners fight for purity and intimacy, aiming to serve God together. In other words, when you are united together, you're united because you are equally yoked and God has put you together. So please respect in your Christian marriage. Thank you.